Invasive species are one of the biggest issues facing our natural resources and the environment today. Think of things like Dutch elm disease, the spotted lanternfly, and cats. Perhaps the most dangerous of these is the Homo caput stercoris, commonly referred to as the front plater, an invasive species coming from New York, New Jersey, and anywhere else that has a license plate on the front of their car. The biggest threat from this pest is the spread of excrement. These savages cause harm to many native species and have even spawned an entirely new one, the Beltsville lake monster. Here at the DeWeather Institute for Climate Knowledge, we have a dedicated group of volunteers working tirelessly to clean up the mess. The team of emergency responders for dispersion and skimming, or the turds. But the job is just too big, and we can't do it without your help. So be a hero, be a turd.
If you would have seen the chaos 30 seconds ago, a minute ago, 2 minutes ago, you would understand completely why we need a fucking studio. Well, that you wouldn't have to stare at a staircase banister, a thermometer, and a door. Chris, you see what I just did there, by the way? I pointed directly at them. Did you see that? Look,
It's
banister,
almost like you're not
thermometer,
actually on a green screen.
door. Right, right. So here we are. 2022, Happy New Year, I'm supposed to say, so I'll say it. Happy New Year. I don't know why people say Happy New Year, but they do, so I will say it because this is our Happy New Year. No, it's not our Happy New Year. It's our New Year Day night WYCEL. I know it's confusing, Palmerton, right? Palmerton right now is having an aneurysm. New Year Day night. Lots to talk about. So we're not going to talk about the weather. Suffice it to say, it's going to get cold as fuck tomorrow after it's mild as fuck tomorrow. Brace yourselves. Speaking of weathery as fuck, the South right now is getting nailed, pounded. We're going to keep an eye on that. I've been keeping an eye on that for the last 48 hours. It looks like the really, really, really weathery as fuck conditions will be happening anytime between now and overnight. So we're thinking about those people in the South. We are keeping an eye on them, and we'll see what transpires down there in the South, and I'll let you know as it happens. And tomorrow morning. We will do a WYCEL tomorrow morning at 9:30, by the way, whether it'll be a produced version like you're seeing now with the ticker and all of that, or it will be an old school version. I don't know, but we're going to have a WYCEL tomorrow morning. So much to talk about. If you made a donation to the disaster team or the Weather Cares this past couple of weeks, up until midnight last night or noon today, I don't remember. I think it was noon today. You have been entered into a raffle to win a bottle of vodka. Don't tell Facebook that. You're going to win something, for a souvenir from Blue Steel. And you're going to win a tattoo of your choice out of two choices, by the way. It's not really your choice. You're going to get to select one of two tattoos. And then we're going to cover it for you at Kent Gate Tattoo in Palmerton at Delaware Avenue. Pardon me while I drink something non-alcoholic and non-Red Bull. Strange, I know. But it's a new year. What do we talk about first? Well, let's talk about 2021 first. We have probably had our biggest year in terms of exposure that we've ever had in 2021. Our page likes grew quite regularly. We had some bursts throughout the year. And currently, as I talk to you right now, we're at 20,724 page likes, 21,705 page followers. Why 21,704 followers and almost 1,000 less likes? Oh no, maybe they don't like the page, they just want to troll it. I don't really honestly know, but there's almost 1,000 person discrepancy between likes and followers. Regardless, it's the most we've ever had of either category. Our largest reach, as far as how many people have seen our page, happened this past month, from yesterday, the 31st of December, to December 4th. The last month of 2021 was our largest audience yet. We reached 868,431 people. Listen to that number. 868,431. Less than 140,000 from a million people saw our page in the last month. We had 91,492 people interact with the page. Different people, 91,492. Way more than we've ever had before. And in the last month, we've had 272 new page likes. That's not the biggest page likes we've had in 1 month. We've had one before when we had the Catasauqua Highway Patrol high-speed chase and fight. Remember that years ago? And during a weather event, we had a pretty large bump in page likes. But we're growing regularly, steadily, and doing very, very, very well. Speaking of doing very well, the weather cares. The weather care started with a blanket and sleeping bag drive to the homeless in October of 2019. I know because I looked it up. So in October 2019, we decided to start the weather cares and do something for charities. We were trying to do it something different every month. So our first thing was a blanket drive and sleeping bag drive for the homeless. And we took it to homeless shelters and shelters for battered women and children. And we got a couple hundred blankets. It was pretty damn successful for a first thing. Fast forward to this past month. 2 weeks ago, we went to Mayfield, Kentucky. And when all was said and done, we delivered well over $1 million worth of equipment, gear, and supplies. $1 million fucking dollars. We did that in a week, less than a week, probably 5 days. We managed to collect all of that and influence all of that in happening. That's fucking spectacular. And that's not really me or the weather, that's you, the Blue Cock Nation, and everyone who contributes and supports our efforts there. Softball numbers. I should have probably written them down when Amy told me what they were. I didn't. Between kickball and softball, we raised, I want to 6,500 for kickball. What was softball? 7,300 some? Kickball was 7 and softball was 6,500. There we go. So if we add that, we are, and then there's all the other things we did for Waverly too. We never added any of that up. I would say very conservative estimate. That's not including the fire trucks, by the way. That's not including the fire trucks. I would say if we include fire trucks, if you bought new replacement, I mean, I don't even want to do it, but very, very conservatively, probably $1.5 million between Waverly and Mayfield in supplies, equipment, gear, and in-kind donations and contributions. That's fucking amazing. Amazing. That also drives home what a poor businessman I am. Everything went away. We gave everything away. Which, frankly, again, is your work, not mine, not the weather's. That's all of you who supported those efforts. That's fantastic. We made an effort or a decision a couple weeks ago after Mayfield that we wanted to make disaster team a more concerted thing, even more than we did after Waverly, Tennessee. So we've been working on that. I've been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, trying to work some stuff out. I've been looking at some properties. Rich Young from Michael's Insurance and Notary in Bethlehem Township, or Hanover Township North. No, where the fuck is he? It's Stoke Park Road, right at Old Stoke Park Road, about a block off of Shanersville, behind the Wawa, behind the PJ Wellhans. Michael's Insurance and Notary. Rich Young has donated a space for us to use for storage. I went up today to look at it and help Rich move some stuff around. Mike Sinatti from Salami Customs showed up too. He also helped. So we have a space now to stockpile supplies ahead of time before an event happens for the disaster team. You can donate items, feminine hygiene products, toiletries, pet food, and I'm forgetting something. They did it out of order, so it fucked me up. Toiletries, feminine hygiene products, pet food, and cleaning supplies. You can donate those, and we will stockpile them. And the next time something happens, we will use them and send them to where they need to be, or get them to where they need to be. We are also looking to make it convenient for you, and to do that, we're going to do what we've done sporadically in the past, but do it as a network of businesses that will be official drop-off locations. I posted a decal earlier, a few hours ago, of the drop-off location decal. That's going to be ordered next week. I'll have them in a couple of weeks. Businesses who would like to be a drop-off for the DeWeather Center, for the DeWeather Cares disaster team, we'll give you that sticker to put on your front door or your front window of your business. People will know that you're a drop-off location. And they can drop those supplies off. You'll pick them up. You'll let us know when you have stuff, and we'll pick them up, or we'll have a regular pickup time from you, or something like that. But if you would like to be involved in the disaster team drop-off location network, it's free, absolutely free. Doesn't cost you anything. There's no strings attached. You literally just put this sticker on your front door or your front window of your business, and you collect the supplies. It says right on the sticker that you are accepting toiletries, pet food, feminine hygiene products, and cleaning supplies. So nothing else, no blankets, no clothing, just those things. It says so right on the sticker. If you would like to be involved in that, send an email to disasterteam@gmail.com. Disasterteam@gmail.com. And we will add you to the list of businesses, and we will see to it that you get a sticker. Additionally, we will put you in the Weather Business Directory. We're doing like a local business, small business directory, which will go on our website. We'll try and make an area on our Facebook page for it as well. But local businesses that we love, like 10th Gate Tattoo, like Blue Steel Vodka, like Snowscapes, like Blended Bakery, Don's Haircuts for Men, Michael's Insurance and Notary, Salami Customs, Self-Promotion Designs, Great Metal Recycling, everyone who, G Contracting, all of those companies that we've had relationships with. And frankly, in 2021, we've established a lot of new business friendships. And one very significant one happened during the whole Waverly disaster team preparation, and I'm not even allowed to talk about them because they don't want me to. But if I could, I would tell you that they're fantastic people. They own a wonderful company. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what the fuck they do. But they need very big work bands that they let us use to go to fucking Kentucky in. They have a beautiful office building. I tried to get an office in their building, but their landlord wanted like my left nut, my right knee, and 2 elbows for the rent. So I couldn't do that. How would I walk around? How would I jerk off without elbows? It'd be like floppy. Anyway, make coffee, I mean. How would I make coffee without elbows? I don't know who is interested in being in the direct. And again, the Weather Business Directory, the list of local businesses with their hours, what they sell, what they service, what they service. All their information is going to go in the directory, and it's free. So if you're a business and you want to be in it, you give us your information at theweathercenter@gmail.com. Just send it to theweathercenter@gmail.com. Tell us your information for your business, hours, all those sorts of things. We'll add it to the directory. It's free. And again, it's free, no strings attached. And maybe I will make, in fact, I fucking will. I'm going to write it down now so I don't forget it. I will make a directory decal, just a small one, just a little one, that you can put on your business window or front door or somewhere that lets people know that you're a member of the DeWeather Business Directory. Just like a Chamber of Commerce sticker that you see in a lot of businesses, like that. And maybe we need to change the name to the, I don't know, something else besides Business Directory. I don't know. We'll think of it. If you have an idea, put it in the comments. Whoa, stop it. and we'll figure out exactly what you do. Let's go ahead, Mr. Graham. Mr. Graham, are you there? Can people hear you? Let the people hear you.
Yes, the people can hear me. What's going on, brother?
Let's give away a tattoo, shall we?
We shall.
Let's do that right now.
All right. First thing we're going to do, we have, by the way, a ton of entries in this one.
Yeah. So
Uh,
how many people? First of all, how many different people?
I I can tell you in a second here. For the tattoo, we have 5 different names
Okay, and how many entries?
comprising 119 entries.
That's $119.
That is correct.
For those who don't know, it was $1 per entry. For every dollar you donated, you got one entry into the tattoo. The tattoo, by the way, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to show it. Excuse me while I show you my tattoo. You can either get the DE logo.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Let me show you my cock. Or you can get a big blue cock on your leg like I have. Well, not on your leg. You can get it anywhere. But can you see it? I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. That big blue cock. Oh, excuse me. I'll pull my pants back up. Sorry, ladies. I'm wearing underwear today.
That's not going to get us banned from Facebook or anything.
I have underwear. Let's go ahead. You can get that, the big blue cock, or you can get the DE logo that I have right here. Yes, right here. You can get that logo right there. That one right there. That's right there is a little historical Rosetta Stone of the weather cockswag, by the way. All right, let's
All
go ahead
right.
and take a look.
So we're shuffled up here. Here is the magic wheel of awesomeness. 5 names, 119 people. We're going to spin it up. And
Who is it?
Carrie.
Carrie H. Carrie H, congratulations. Message the page. Carrie, if you're here in the comments, is Carrie here in the comments?
I have no idea.
Carrie, if you're watching this live right now, message the page and let me know what tattoo you want. And then we'll make arrangements to meet you at 10th Gate Tattoo and get that put on you somewhere. So we talked about disaster team. We talked about directory. We talked about the disaster team drop-off locations. Next, we're going to talk about the club. Mr. Graham, for a moment, can you please explain and give a rundown of what Discord is? Explain it to them, please.
Yes. Discord is, it's like a social media chatty. It's a spot where we can go hang out and talk to each other. We've done some behind the scenes previews where everybody has gotten to see what exactly it is we do pre-show, post-show, or at least some of that anyway. So yeah, Discord's a communication platform. You put it on your phone, put it on your computer, put it on whatever portable electronic device you aren't allowed to use below 10,000 feet, and talk to us.
Rob Cheney has participated in that with that. Mr. We should have ahead of time. I know we talked about having some guests, but I didn't really have an opportunity to line some guests up. We absolutely should have had Rob Cheney come on as a guest.
Rob, are you watching?
He is. I saw him in the comments.
Yeah, that might be a bigger headache than we think, though.
Agreed. We can't. I guess I can't just invite him, can I? No. Okay. So we have a space right now for supplies for the disaster team, like the toiletries and all of that. We are still in need of a studio, badly, really, really badly. If you know of a space, it doesn't have to be a huge space. It needs to have a bathroom, and I need to have 24-hour access to it, and I need to be able to get internet to it. That's it. A shitter 24-hour access and internet. That's all I need for this space. It doesn't have to be massive at all. Please, I'm begging you, if you know of a space, please let me know. I will tell you this: if it's $1,000 or more a month, I cannot afford it. I'm paying it out of my own pocket. I won't be able to afford it. So if you know of one, please, please let me know, or point me in the right direction. The club. We talked about the club, I don't know, a couple months ago or so. We've been talking, or I've been talking to you for the last forever now, about making things happen at the weather. We talked about for the last year or so about the disaster team. We talked about it a lot until finally I said, fuck it, we're just going to do it. And we did some great things these past few months with the disaster team. Again, well over $1 million. So with all the other things they talked about, I think it's right now time um, that I just shut up about some certain things and just fucking do them. One of those things that needs to happen before I can do those things is I need to create some kind of revenue stream. I cannot continue to pay out of my pocket for all of these things. And frankly, I don't have enough money to pay for all of these things. So we're going to be doing some advertising on the weather, I think. I hate the word advertising, and I don't want to do advertising, but it needs to happen. I need to create some revenue here. I don't want to plaster everything with advertising. That's not going to happen. One of the things I do want to do is I want to brand some of our properties, some of our content. So what you can expect live can be branded by your company or sponsored by your company for a week or for a month, or you can just buy the advertising for a year and we'll brand it your branding. So it could be Blue Still Vodka presents What You Can Expect Live, or What You Can Expect Live presented by Salami Customs. Again, you can do it by the week, by the month, or by the year. I don't know how much it's going to be. I have no fucking idea. It's not going to be a lot. But I need to do that to create some revenue. We'll do that with some of our map graphics. We'll do it with some other things as well. And on a corporate level, on a company level, if you would like to sponsor the disaster team, we can do that too. There's really nothing we can't brand. Speaking of sponsorships, the softball tournament is in July. We have our 8 teams. They'll be playing for different charities. 2 of the teams are sponsored already. The Blue Mountain Snow Bombers, that's a new team name. The Blue Mountain Snow Bombers are sponsored by Salami Customs. The Palmer Township Lumberjacks are sponsored by Snowscapes. The other 6 teams are not sponsored. If you would like to sponsor a team, if you're one of the sponsors from last year and you want to sponsor again, send us an email to softball, no, Cares Softball, Cares Softball at gmail.com, CARES Softball at gmail.com, and we'll work out the sponsorship thing for you as well. You don't have to sponsor an entire team. You can sponsor one of the fields. You can sponsor the quarterfinal round, the semifinal round, or the championship round, or you can or you can sponsor the championship game. There's all kinds of things you can sponsor. The money goes to charities, just like it did last year for softball, or just like anything we do for No Other Cares. So let me know for softball-related stuff, caresoftball at gmail.com. For the disaster team at gmail.com. And to brand content, you can just send it to theweathercenter at gmail.com or just message our page, Facebook page, and I will get back to you and we'll work something out and make that happen. Again, I need to create some revenue here because there's more things I want to do and I need to create revenue in order to do that. I've been pushing it off for a long time, and there have been people telling me that I need to do it. I need to start looking for advertising, looking for some branding, looking for some sponsorships for money. And I've been not just reluctant, I've refused to do it. But the reality's hit me. The disaster team, finally, I shut up talking about it and got to doing it. And it came pretty successful. And that was with a lot of help from you and businesses as well. So I think the other things that I want to do, I just need to shut up and try and actually do it. But again, that's going to need some help from some people on the outside, advertisers and such. Another stream of revenue is the Deplorer. Which, by the way, if Rich Young is there, has anyone seen Rich Young in the comments? Rich Young has ordered a vanity plate, a personalized license plate for the Deplorer. I'm not going to reveal it. I will reveal it when it comes. But the Deplorer will have a vanity license plate on it, a custom personalized license plate on it. and it's going to get vinyl graphics. Exactly what the vinyl graphics will be on the Deplorer, I'm uncertain yet. I don't know if it will be the Weather Center graphics, if it will be Disaster Team graphics, if it will be the Weather Cares graphics, or something else, or a combination of all of them. I don't know yet, but it's going to get vinyl graphics. If you would like to advertise on the Deplorer, as in help pay for the vinyl and then we'll put your name on it, you can do that. We'll work out a price thing. If you're an individual who wants to do it, we'll put your name on it somewhere, your name or whatever you want. Well, almost whatever you want onto the Deplorer. If you're a business, we will put your business logo or name on the Deplorer. We'll figure that out. But that'll be a thank you for helping, and that will be good advertising you for God knows I do a lot of fucking driving and a lot of fucking people see my Deplorer and it looks like a cop car, so people fucking look at it. Let me know. Let me know if you'd like to do that. Just to weathercenter@gmail.com. Amy Sinati is in the reigning female fucker of the year, by the way. Amy Sinati is in here. Amy, is there something I should be mentioning that I am not mentioning? Chris, if there's anything you can think of, let me know. Yeah, I don't know. So let's talk about the club, shall we? We will in a moment. Greg Hartley, Happy New Year, buddy. The club, again, that's a revenue maker, but you're going to get something out of it. So for Chris, you can go ahead and explain what some of the benefits are for the club. But basically, it's $10 a month. If you want to pay for the year ahead of time, it's $100. So you're saving $20. And you get some perks too: a sticker, a T-shirt, and
Yeah, we have some Discord related stuff that you'll be able to get the behind the scenes access that we had open to everybody on a trial basis. That's now going to kind of go to being on the club side of things. Annual T-shirt, stickers, some of that kind of stuff, cockswag for members, and then if you do the paid in full for the year, instead of 10 a month, you pay the 100 for the year. You get a little bit bigger discount on cockswag as well.
yeah, I think you're going to get like a 15% discount on cockswag. So instead of paying the $10 for the year, you pay the $100 for the year straight up front. You'll get a 15% discount on cockswag. If you pay the $10 a month, you get a 5% discount on cockswag. I believe that's how we're going to do that. And that's all cockswag. Plus, there will be the club exclusive cockswag in addition to your the club T-shirt that you'll get, and the club sticker that you'll get, decal that you'll get. We'll from time to time we'll make some the club exclusive cockswag as well that only members of the club will be able to have access to.
That's correct.
The club members will also get a discount on registering for our events too. You'll get a discount for kickball. You'll get a discount for softball. And we'll do something else. I don't know how we do it exactly, but we'll do something that you can put like on your. There's like a frame you make. You know those frames they make, Chris, for Facebook pictures for like, I'm vaccinated or fuck your vaccination. You know those things, those little frames?
Yes.
Can we make those?
I believe we can.
So we can make it the club member frame for the club members.
That is correct.
There you go. And I don't know what else. If you got an idea for the club members, something you would like, a date with Clark, I'm sure Clark would love to go with you. One date a year. And you got to pay ahead of time. Clark will probably pay for the date. Or maybe you go, what do they call that when you go and each pays for each other?
Oh,
What is that
oh
called?
my God. Rob Cheney says, "Can I skip the discount and get free shipping?"
I just saw that. Rob Cheney, yes, the club members will get free shipping.
Dutch, thank you, Amy. Amy says
Dutch,
going
yes,
Dutch.
thank you, Jesus, thank you, everyone. Dutch, good God, I mean, like fucking Dutchland of America, and I can't think of the word Dutch. Yes, so maybe you'll go on a date with Clark. You'll go Dutch, or maybe Clark will pay for it. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you right now, if Clark pays for your date, you're probably got a good chance of getting lucky. I'm just saying. Ooh, ooh.
And maybe if you're going Dutch, he'll also be going commando at the same time.
Hey.
I'd say fairly likely out of Clark.
So let's go ahead and give a bottle of vodka away, shall we?
I think we can do that.
Oh, wait, not yet.
Not yet.
Any questions? Are there any questions that anyone wants answers to?
We do have one from the YouTube feed.
Go ahead. What is it?
Let me. I gotta get it pulled up here. Chris Casbeer checking in
I'm,
on YouTube
I'm not wearing
via
a hat.
Fuckergram saying, "What made you want to become a first responder and start the weather?"
All right. So the first responder thing is kind of like one of those weird, dumb little kid things. For as far back as I can remember, I wanted to be a fireman. You know, the little kid that grows up wants to be a fireman. Well, most of those kids, especially the intelligent ones, grow out of that. I just never grew out of it. As far as the weather goes, it started as a joke. Which, by the way, who's asking this? Chris is?
Yes, Casbeer.
Yeah. So, Chris, this is going to be our 13th year coming up here in a couple weeks. The weather's 13th year. We started in 2009. It started as a joke. And we just did parodies of forecasts. Like in the wintertime, we'd say it was going to be 90 degrees and sunny. In July, we said it was going to be like 10 below and 8 inches of snow. That's what we did for like a year and a half, just make funny, stupid posts. And then for like a year after that, all we did was make fun of local weather people in the Weather Channel. And then I decided, you know what, let's do some actual weather. So we started doing more and more weather forecasting. And then we did forecasting and we got accurate and we did some good forecasting. We just never lost the nonsense that we do, the satire that we do. I think a lot of people that come to our page first off see some of the things we talk about, like the I-95 thing. It never fucking fails to this day. Every fucking time I make a post about I-95, there is somebody. I-95 doesn't go nowhere near Palmerton, idiots. Every fucking time. So I think people see stuff like that and they think we're not a real weather source. We are a real weather source. We do weather, accurate weather. But we just saw a lot of nonsense
Offensively accurate
and
weather.
have a lot of fun with it. And again, it's to be a distraction from all the other bullshit. You can go ahead and sit through the news and watch the weather when it comes on, and all the humdrum and glum and ugh. Or you can just come to our page and see the nonsense and hopefully get some laughs. And ladies, maybe you get turned on, maybe you don't. Fellas, maybe you get turned on, maybe you don't. But you have fun, hopefully, and that's really what it is. Accurate weather, and a distraction, just to be a distraction from all the other bullshit that's going on. Is there anybody else? Any other questions?
No, not questions anyway. Jacob
Okay,
Klotz says they got me at moist.
let's go ahead and give a bottle of vodka away. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and give a Blue Still souvenir away.
A sticker.
Yes. Label 300. How many people?
The number of persons is 16.
And how many entries?
Ranging from one single entry up to one individual that purchased 20 entries. Total is 63 entries.
Ooh. All right.
So at $10 a piece, that is a $630 donation to the Weather Cares
So
and the
between
disaster
tattoos
team.
and vodka, it's $739.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic.
So we're going to give the names one last shuffle here. And bring the wheel of fun back up here. And
The wheel.
the wheel.
Let's go.
Bottle number 300 going to
Label 300.
David V. Congratulations.
David V. Very nice. David, message the page. We'll arrange getting that bottle to you. David. David V. If that was a gun or a gun safe, Rich Young would have won it. That man has won over 100 firearms in firearm raffles. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, really. Yeah, yeah, crazy. So now the question becomes, oh, Matt Falk from Blue Steel says he will throw in a shirt and some swag with the label.
That's fantastic.
So, David, you are not just getting label 300, you're going to get a Blue Steel t shirt and some swag, apparently, too. I don't even have fucking Blue Steel swag. I have a t shirt. Oh, you know, I don't have a t shirt because Scarlett got sick one night and I was trying to help her. And oh, my Blue Steel vodka shirt.
Does Blue
But
Steel
congratulations
vodka
to Carrie.
deliver to Bucks County, by the way?
Pardon?
Does Blue Steel vodka deliver to Bucks County?
Who asked?
Me.
Oh, no, you're farther than the delivery zone, I do believe.
Yeah. I'll have to make this trip up there because I got to get you stuff. That's something else that we should probably talk about.
What's that?
We're gearing you up. So we'll have do whether,
It's pretty easy to get me geared up.
well, okay, actual gear, like for
Oh,
content
oh, oh,
creation
not geared up like
and
wound up like rant time. You mean like equipment so we can cover events geared
correct.
up? Gotcha.
Yes, because we will have some winterage coming here soon enough. We will want that covered live. A lot of that stuff.
Yeah, so one of the things we were going to do when we went down to Mayfield is we were going to do some lives and do some lives with footage and everything else. But the way things are, um, it needs to be performed, produced in a certain way with certain equipment, or it just doesn't look right. It doesn't come across right. We kind of ran out of time before we left for Mayfield to make that happen. We were more focused on getting the gear and equipment and supplies and all of the donations down there, and kind of put all the equipment, our equipment, the broadcast equipment, production equipment, on the back burner. We just didn't do it. But Chris is building a production go pack, shall we call it?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair way to say it. One
Yeah.
case,
So the next,
basically everything will fit in one case. So the whole idea is wherever you're taking off to, we can grab go and have coverage of whatever that particular weather event is.
correct. Quite frankly, when you make your donation or contribution, I would like to be able to show you where it's going and the people it's affecting and helping and touching. Uh, I think that's important. I think that's important, not just as a thank you to you, so you can see where it goes, but I think it would also stimulate a lot of support in the future for the Weather Cares disaster team as well. And quite frankly, a lot of the people down there want to say thank you. They literally just want to say thank you to you. And I didn't really have an outlet to do that, or a method to do that properly. So that's part of this production gear pack, if you will, this go pack. We just grab and go whenever we go somewhere. Speaking of going somewhere, there is a really good opportunity. We'll probably be going somewhere here in the next few days. As far as Boulder goes, we're not going to Boulder. Logistically, it's just not going to work out. Fortunately, by the way, there's no casualties. Unbelievably, no casualties in Boulder and the surrounding areas from the fires. But there are some pretty bad storms happening over the last 24 hours and happening over the next 18-ish hours from the Ohio Valley down south. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Alabama was hit last night with a couple of tornadoes. Again, very minor casualties, no loss of life, but a lot of property damage. We're going to keep an eye on things. And if the outbreak occurs like all signs indicate it will occur tonight, we're likely heading somewhere in the next few days. And that's where your contributions, by the way, will go. They will go directly to those efforts. Anybody else? Anything else that I'm missing, Chris? There? Am I missing any college efforts?
Let's see.
Clark is the oldest of three triplets. Clark was the firstborn, I was secondborn, and Oliver was the thirdborn. For years and years and years, Clark and I thought we were twins. And then a couple years ago, Oliver showed up. He looked just like us. Had a Russian accent. He went to Siberia after he was born and raised by Russians. But he's the youngest of the triplets. So it's Clark is the oldest of us three triplets, formerly twins. We thought we were twins for years and years and years. Voila, Oliver shows up. So there's three of us. Clark right now is on a Tinder date. He's always on Tinder dates. And Oliver is running from the INS because we're not sure he should have been here legally.
Question here from Mike Zanatti. Who has a truck
Yes.
from Slatington for hauling big stuff?
Mike Sinatti, by the way, is the proprietor and head mechanic and all things mechanical at Salami Customs, a big supporter of DeWeather and DeWeather Cares. Who needs a big truck for heavy stuff?
I think he's just asking where can you get a big truck in Slatington?
Son of a bitch, I don't have the hat on. Eddie Essex Trucking, Slatington. He's got a truck. Big truck. Big fucking truck. Pretty truck. Patriotic looking truck. Rich Young. So I had a dash cam in the original Deplorer. But when I had the incident with the flying deer and the vehicle was taken away, dash cam went with it.
I think we can arrange one of those, though. For the trips, that's just a little GoPro mount, I should say.
Yeah.
Eventually, the plan is at least
Eddie Essex has 17 trucks.
17 trucks. Good Lord.
That's what Joseph Mead says. Joseph Mead, by the way, did you catch any stripers yesterday, you son of a bitch, for not inviting me?
He wasn't the one fishing. It was somebody else.
Oh. Well, goddamn it, Joseph Mead, we should have gone fishing yesterday. If there's any comments or sorry, not comments, questions that you have, please ask them in the comments. Now, I know a lot of times during the lives in the morning, I try to get through them quickly, and I just don't get to answer questions, even see the questions for that matter. But today, I'm set up with my computer over here so I can see your comments and things so I can answer them. Pardon me while I wipe my nose. So if you have them, I will absolutely try to answer them for you.
Yeah, so I'm not seeing.
Cole Wendling, that's who it was. Cole Wendling went fishing
Cole
yesterday.
Wendling was the one fishing yesterday.
Didn't catch a fucking thing. Not bitter, Cole, at all.
So I was just about to say that one of our plans for the Deplorer is to actually have that as a true mobile studio setup.
100%.
The idea being
100%.
for things like WYCEL, that can be dash cam out the front, camera out the back, silly rotating dish network dish on the roof.
Listen,
it doesn't really
I
do
already
anything.
said this to Chris when we first originally talked about this, and I've actually been talking about this on WYCEL for years now. I want to get an old dish TV dish, that people have up on their roofs, and put it on a rotator, put it on the roof of the Deplorer, and just let it spin. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to spin. It'll look cool. We'll paint it bright yellow, DeWeather yellow, and put a big blue cock on it.
Chris Casbeer saying, can anyone get DeWeather tattoos or only the winner? Of course.
So I will tell you that the DeWeather logos are trademarked. And when I take your ass to court for trademark violation, it's going to be pretty easy to prove it. But no, yes, of course you can get a tattoo yourself. Just this one we're going to pay for. Carrie won the tattoo.
That is correct.
So yeah, Carrie will get a free DeWeather. Carrie will get a free tattoo. Chris, I would wait until December. No, if you want to wait. February 13th, I believe, is the date for the 10th Gate tattoo. No, it might be December. I don't fucking know when it is. No, it's February 13th, I think, is 10th Gate Tattoo's 1 year anniversary. So if you would like to do that, we're going to try and work something out with them and maybe do a cock swag flash tattoo sale with all kinds of little DeWeather flash tattoos, just little ones. You pay a certain amount, you get a DeWeather related tattoo.
Question from Mike Zanatti. Am I ever going to ride my snowmobile this year?
Not here.
Okay. Hey, Peter, have you ever worked with anyone that had an OnlyFans page?
Work with myself every day, buddy.
Yes, there is a DeWeather OnlyFans page.
There is a weather OnlyFans, except I can't get it to go live because I don't know why. I'm doing something wrong. I'm supposed to send them proof of identification or something, and it's just not working out. So if you have an OnlyFans page, you can help me get that live. There will be a weather OnlyFans.
Good question here from Timothy Seidel. Did you
Yes.
approach Chris or did he approach you for this partnership with NRN?
Chris has been hassling me in the comments for over a year. And I just thought he was one of these people that shout stuff in the comments offering stuff and couldn't deliver. And then when the softball tournament came up, we had an actual conversation. And he offered to live stream it. And I was like, fuck yeah. And he did. And now we've had this relationship for, well, since last July, I guess. So technically, I guess he approached me. I just ignored him for the longest fucking time.
Well,
Accurate
yes,
statement,
it,
Chris?
it started with being a fan of the page. And our work, NRN, is National Racing Network. I had been up Peter's ass because I wanted race forecasts. So
Mm-hmm.
forecasts for Port Royal and Port Royal, Williams Grove down in Mechanicsburg, Bridgeport over in Swedesboro, New Jersey, and all that. Basically saying, hey, throw me out like something that resembles a is it going to rain or not forecast map or something. And yeah, he just kept blowing me off
Yeah,
until we delivered.
literally. I will say that we did. I did on Wednesday nights there for a few weeks. They did the high side hustle. What happened with my future daddy and the other
You'll
fella?
be back. They will be back in
Uh,
January. They're on
Wednesday
quiet time.
nights on the National Racing Network YouTube channel is High Side Hustle, and I do a little segment on there on Wednesday nights.
Yes.
Who did ask the question? Where is it? Did someone just ask? Oh, how much for the tattoo? I'd love to get a second one on my leg. Tammy, I would contact 10th Gate Tattoo. You can contact anyone there, and they will be able to help you. Bean, who I, by the way, I do know her name is Michelle. I choose to call her Bean because I see her all the time on Instagram, and it's like albino or albino or some shit. So in my head, she's always Bean. She will always be Bean to me, so I will always refer to her as Bean. If you walk into 10th Gate Tattoo and say, "Can I see Bean?" She'll know who you're talking about. Hopefully, Bean. If you're Michelle, if you're Bean, if you're watching this, it's you, Michelle. But contact them, and Bean or somebody will be more than happy to help you out. And again, Bean, if you're here, when is the 1 year anniversary for 10th Gate Tattoo? Did I have that right? Is it February 13th? Is that right? Oh, there's Bean. There's Bean. See, uh, Bean. I hope you don't mind me calling you Bean, but whenever I see your Instagram and whenever I see you because of your Instagram, I just call you Bean. February 13th. Hey, I got it right. The day before VD, by the way, Valentine's Day, that is, Palmerton. Relax. Um, February 13th is the 1 year anniversary. I told them that they should do something big to celebrate that. And I think maybe we, the weather, Blue Cock Nation, should go celebrate with them by going to get some kind of de-weather flash sale tattoo. I can't promise that. I got to talk to them first. But maybe we can come up with like half a dozen designs or so, little ones, um, of some kind of weather related thing. And if you want to get it, then you pay a set amount of money and you have a tattoo, they get a little more business, and everybody's happy.
Seeing the comment here from Rich Young. Good God. You mean like the guy in Lehighton offering his garage for the last week? Yes. Peter
So
is
Rich Young,
exceptionally good at blowing off anything that is not immediately in the moment.
So here's the thing, though, and Chris, you've come to know this, and Amy can tell you this, and Mike Sinati can tell you this. I don't like taking things for the weather, be it money or in-kind contributions of some sort. I just feel really fucking weird about it. It gives me the EBGBs. So it's difficult for me to accept things without some kind of thorough conversation about why it's happening and what we're doing with it. Do you know what I'm saying? Did we lose Chris? Oh, so that's the only reason. And Rich Young, you do so freaking much. Um, I almost feel bad about like anything from you. Even when I give you shit, I feel bad. You're like that homeless guy who lost both legs in World War I, who has a little tin cup clinging it with like a penny in it to get your attention. And every time I walk by and I give you something, I just feel bad about it. Like I feel like I want to give you more, but I don't know what else to give you. You do so fucking much. You, Mike Sinati, Amy, Chris, for that matter. There's a lot of fucking people that do a lot for the weather and the weather cares, and I wish I could do a lot more for them. Fucking Andy Carr. If I could do something for Andy Carr, I fucking would. I just don't know what I could do for Andy Carr. There are so many people that I would do so much for if I could.
Amy's checking in saying, but he loves to give it away.
I do love to
Yes.
give it away. I do. I really, really do. I just had this conversation today with a donor. Um, Somebody reached out to me, a fan of the page for a very long time. He and his significant other. Uh, they very seldom ever, if ever, comment. But they reached out last night to make a donation to the disaster team for Colorado. So I met him today and I said to him, listen, before you give this to me, I want you to know that we're probably not going to Colorado. And then he gave me this whole long story about, no, God, I don't want to go into it. It's going to make me emotional. But just all the things that we did, not just with Mayfield and Waverly, but some other stuff that we did. And the one picture we posted of that little girl up in Lehigh in a blended bakery last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever that was, and how much it touched him. So he made a donation of $200 to the disaster team, and that's going to go in, obviously, the bank. And we'll hold that and add that to the label money and build a little nest egg here for fuel expenses and travel expenses to the next place we go. Because, quite frankly, with that little nest egg, like, for example, say we go back down to Kentucky or that area after storms hit tonight and tomorrow, we'll have the fuel. We don't have to wait. We'll have the money for the fuel. We can just fucking go. So that's the idea behind all of this. And this person and his significant other who I met today, thank you very, very much if you're watching this. There's a lot of those people, by the way, who are fans of this page and have been for a long time, who don't make themselves known, don't comment very often, don't do anything to draw attention to themselves, but are very, very big supporters of this page and the Weather Cares. And I am very, very grateful for all of them and all of you.
Uh, Bean is checking in saying givers are the best.
I am a giver, Bean. I am a giver.
Brett Monahan from he's Rescue 51, right?
Yes, he is. Well, he thinks he is. The cock off Jessica is really Rescue 51.
What about my garage? I had to see Clark naked. The least you should do is use my garage.
Yes. Listen, you saw Clark naked. 51 years ago, I was right behind him coming out of my mother's vagina. We were both naked. How's that for a mental picture? Go, go.
Holy crap. Let's see. I'm not seeing. Well, okay. Here's a little update for the people here.
Yep.
Fuckergram has been on and off of late because Facebook changed how everything works in sending comments, so we don't get all of them. If you watch us on the YouTube channel, link in the very first comment, YouTube, great, sends us comments, get them on the air. Facebook, we're seeing one of every like 5 or 6. So I can see
Yeah.
the comment, but I can't necessarily get it up on the air. Timothy Seidel is asking, is Chris taking you with 2 Daytona Speed Weeks?
When is that again? February what?
Last weekend in January, actually.
Oh, January.
Yes.
Whew, that's soon.
Yes, it is. We're actually going down. We're not going for NASCAR Speed Weeks. We would be down there for
Rolex Daytona
the
24 hours.
Rolex 24 hour, the sporty car
Yeah.
race.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll talk about it off the air and
Maybe.
figure if
Yeah.
I can get that going. Registration for softball should be open on Monday, by the way. We're going to try and get this done well ahead of July. Registrations complete and sponsorships. So we can do a lot more of the little things that we didn't do last year that I kind of learned some lessons from. And these uniforms, by the way, so we have new logos for all the teams. A couple teams stayed the same. No, one team, I guess, stayed the same. No, two. The Beltsville Lake Monsters stayed the same, and the Weather Bluecock stayed the same. All the other teams are new. But all the uniforms this year are going to be different. You're going to get a jersey, again, a custom jersey with the number of your choice on the back, 1 or 2 digits, and your name of choice on the back of your jersey. And you're going to get a ball cap, too. But the uniforms this year are going to be spectacular. If you liked the softball uniforms last year, these ones are going to blow your fucking mind.
Chris Casbeer is asking, was there a second tattoo giveaway or only one?
Wasn't it? You still have the wheel?
I can get the wheel.
Let's fucking do it. Why not? Let's do it.
Look at that.
Matt Falk, the Blue Cocks are not yet sponsored, sir. They are not. But there is some kind of like poetic harmony with the name of your company and the name of that team. The Blue Steel Vodka Blue Cocks? Come on.
The Blue Steel Cocks.
Hey, now.
That just sounds
Painful, frankly.
all right. I think I have it ready here. Yeah, there we go.
Mr. Falk, I will add Blue Steel as the sponsor of the Blue Cocks.
Hold on a second though. We do have a win from Carrie H already, correct?
Yes, sir.
So that one of her entries is going to come off
Right.
the wheel as a winner.
Remove one, leave the rest.
Yep.
Including hers. Just take one of her entries away.
Correct. Let's see. So we're going to open that list, close that out, and shuffle it back up again. And cool. We're ready to give away another tattoo.
Yeah, 1 second before you do that. The price of team sponsorships is the same as last year, by the way. I know you guys sponsored the team last year. It is the same amount. I will just tell you the price of sponsoring a team is $500, and every single cent of that $500 goes to the charity for that team. The Blue Cocks are not playing for a disaster team. Disregard. But it's $500 to sponsor a team, and every single penny of that $500 goes to that team's charity.
Good question here from Michael Kern. Was Chris a fan, in quotes here, or was he a stalker?
I think Chris would have to answer that.
I would say more of a fan.
Yeah, I would say so. Walt Sharpley.
Stalkers, you have to get a little more extreme.
Walt Sharpley, you will be our head umpire. Walt Sharpley, by the way, the reigning male fucker of the year. An umpire / official extraordinaire. Walt Sharpley, you will be the head referee or umpire for the softball tournament, and we will get you umpires, my friend. We will get you. I'm going to need 3 umpires per game. So hopefully the umpires will just umpire through the tournament. I want a home plate, a second base, and a first base umpire. And by second base, I mean where the shortstop goes, and by first base, I mean between first and second. We're going to try and eliminate some of the issues we had last time.
Yes. Very,
Uh,
very correct
Bean,
there.
Bean says he talked to Ryan, that is the owner of 10th Gate Tattoo, by the way, about sponsoring a team for you guys. Bean, that would be fucking phenomenal if you guys did. By the way, sponsors get their logo and name on the jerseys, by the way. Your name goes right on the chest of the jersey. So,
They look good.
hey, can I ask, before we do the tattoo giveaway, I would like to know something from Rich Young, from Bean, from Mr. Sinati, and from Matt. All of you, we talk about you all the time. And if Christina was here from Blended, I would ask the same question. We talk about you all the time. I try to hype you up as much as I can to our audience. Is there any indication that that has created like walk-in business for you or new business for you? I'm always curious about that. Like, does somebody walk in and say, "Hey, I heard about you on the weather," or "Clark, I saw Clark talking about you," or and by the way, there's people that legit think that. Well, never mind. Or I've heard Peter talking about you during WYCEL this morning. Rich Young, that's what I know of.
He probably should have it, but that's we'll say a little indifferent at this point.
Right. So no new business for Mr. Sinati at Salami Customs. I'm sorry to hear that, Mike.
So should we give away more ink here?
I'm trying, Matt. I'm trying, buddy. Yeah, 1 second. Cannot thank you enough for the shout outs and helping get the word out about the shop. There's definitely been a few people in something or other in and have said they found out about it. That's awesome. Good. I'm glad that's the case. I love small businesses. I try to support them as much as I can. I try to promote them through the weather as often as I can, which is really a core marketing strategy on my part. If you get free advertising, why the fuck would you pay for it? But I'm glad because I love the small businesses. And I know Brett Monahan over there at Rescue 51 has got a bunch of business directly from the weather. So that's awesome. I'm glad. I'm very, very glad. All right, let's go ahead. Let's give the second and final ink away.
All right. The wheel of fun is here. We've made the appropriate
Adjustment.
alterations to the list. And
Really, Rich? Nobody? That's terrible. I'm sorry, Rich. Well, you get a lot of business from me around, Rich.
well, Richard Y.
Hey, Rich. As a consolation prize for not getting any business from the weather, we're going to give you a fucking tattoo. I think Rich said, however, that he didn't actually want the tattoo, that if we picked his name, that he just wanted respun. Let me confirm that in the comments. That's fantastic, Michael Kern. Mike Kern, I need to come down there and visit you and Rhonda. The last time I saw you, we had breakfast right before you moved to the Carolinas. Remember that? We had breakfast at that place in Laurie Station, which is no longer in business, by the way. Rich Young, do you want the tattoo or do you not want the tattoo? If you don't, we're going to spin it again.
And I could also remove all of the Rich Youngs off the wheel as well.
You may as well do that right now.
But if he wants the tattoo, we're not going to respin it.
That's correct. Rich Young, would you like the tattoo?
People's odds are getting like exponentially better here as well.
Yeah, because he had a pretty big chunk of names in that. Rich Young, maybe dispensed from the shock and excitement of winning the tattoo. So anyway, yeah, so the tattoo, by the way, I'm paying for it. I'm paying for that out of my pocket as homage to you for being fans. And because I love 10th Gate. So it's a win-win, really. So Carrie H and whoever the next person is. Rich, where the fuck are you? All right, you
Uh,
know what? Spin the wheel.
I'm getting rid of the Richard Wise here.
Yep,
Okay.
do that, and we're just going to spin the wheel.
All right. The
In the
Wheel of
meantime,
Fun is back.
Bean, how is the design coming along, by the way?
Next winner, Carrie wins another tattoo.
She won them both? Can she win them both?
Well, she did pay for the entries.
So Rich Young does not want the tattoo. So fucking Carrie H won both of them?
Unless she doesn't want them both, and in which case we would respin again.
My bean, sorry, my design bean, the one I walked in and discussed with you. So I will break some news here. Actually, never mind. I'm not going to break news. I will be doing a live from 10th Gate Tattoo coming up. A live from 10th Gate Tattoo. It's going to be a surprise. WYCEL from 10th Gate Tattoo. Yeah, both boobs tatted. Yeah. I'm super excited, Bean, to see what you come up with. Very, very excited to see what you come up with. And with each of you doing a portion, I can't fucking wait. I'm so stoked about that. So Carrie H, how many entries did Carrie H have?
Let me see. Carrie had 50.
Oh, well, no fucking wonder. I'm gonna say if she put $50 in for the tattoo, she wants both fucking tattoos.
I would assume so.
Yeah, Carrie's getting both tattoos. If she doesn't want it, then we'll give one away later. But right now, Carrie has both tattoos. Congratulations, Carrie, on both of your tattoos. Yeah, Michelle, Bean, no worries. No worries. Anything else before we end this? Because it's been, what, an hour? Yeah, it's been a little over an hour.
Yep.
I hope this was informative for you. I hope it was entertaining for you and gives you a little picture into the future of the weather for this year. I'm looking to do a lot this year with the weather. It's difficult because we don't have a product to sell. We don't have a service that we sell. So there's really nothing tangible that we can make money off of. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing really for sale. Again, terrible businessman. But I need to create revenue of some sort to keep this going and really growing.
Well, let's also make the point here. Unlike the other weather pages that appear on social media, we don't sell the weather.
That's correct.
We don't have a subscription plan. We don't have a special get it first message board or something. Even if you join D Club and you see things on, you have access to the Discord and all, you're not going to get the weather any earlier than when we post it.
Joseph Mead, the club could happen as soon as tomorrow. I need to finish the design on the club T-shirt and decal. And then once I have that, we're pretty much golden, I think. And also, I need to speak with Rescue 51 about that and some other coxswain. Bean, that would be fantastic, but quite frankly, you guys don't have to do anything. Just like all the other places I talk about, I don't really ask for anything. I'm happy to support small businesses. And I know it's been really fucking hard these last couple of years with the pandemic and everything on small businesses. So I am more than happy to support good people with good businesses, I'm more than happy to do that. So y'all just sit back. You said you like givers. Just sit back, relax, and get ready to receive. How's that for creepy?
You are
I
completely
guess that's
disturbing at times. Um,
most of the time. I think we're
yes.
pretty much good.
Good
Mhm.
question here from Rob Cheney.
Uh-huh.
Disaster team swag.
Well, that's one of the things I need to talk about Mr. Monahan about, Mr. Rescue 51. I have some ideas. So here's the problem with Coxswag, with all Coxswag. We don't do Coxswag very often because to make it cost effective, we need certain number of them. And despite the fact that we have 21,000 ish fans of the page, most of those people are people that just saw the page once from a share or something and like the page just so they don't lose the page, but don't really do anything to support the page. So when we do a Coxswag event, we don't really sell a lot of the Coxswag, like hoodies and T-shirts and things. So in order for that to be worthwhile, we need to sell so many of them. Unless I can figure out some kind of way, like, well, there's no, never mind, disregard. But anyway, it's got to be worthwhile. Otherwise, I would have a complete fucking. If I ever have a space for DeWeather, a studio, we will have a Coxswag store in that space. You can come in and buy stickers and whatever the fuck else we have, hoodies, T-shirts, caps. Also caps. I want to do caps again, but
Brett is
Coxswag.
checking in saying he has a plan to change that, and you'll chat.
Fantastic. Fantastic, Brett. I'm excited. I need that to happen. I mean, I don't need it to happen. It would be awesome if that could happen. You can start the registration tomorrow for the club. I mean, I guess I could. But I need to speak to Rescue 51 about that because I don't want you to wait forever for a T-shirt. So
Yeah, and there's some semi logistical things that have to happen on our end as well.
is there Discord wise? You mean?
No, but things like eventually we will have a website where you can go buy Coxswag,
Well, yeah. Don't worry about that
and
right now.
getting discounts and stuff applied can be a little finicky. Um,
Well, that'll happen. That will
but
happen in the future. Now, I just
that's
want you to get your sticker, your T-shirt, and what else do they get right away? The Discord stuff, right?
correct.
I feel like we should give them one of those old school certificates. Remember when you used to join stuff as a kid? They would send you a certificate in the mail, and it would say like "member of the club." You know what I'm saying? We could
Just
send
just a
inaugural.
it's just a piece of paper that says you are a cock.
We can send them a charter member certificate. Or we
Ooh.
could charge them extra for a charter member certificate. There's the business guy. Look, I'm a businessman. Just kidding.
Tammy's asking how much money for D Club.
$10 a month or $100 for the year if you pay right up front. And that money does not, I want to make this very, 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 very clear. That money from the club does not go to the Weather Cares. That goes to the Weather Center. Just so that's understood. That money is not going to Disaster Team or the Weather Cares. That money's staying with the Weather Center to fund the Weather Center. Just so that's clear. I don't want any misconceptions about that.
Yes, because it is a business that does have expenses and stuff.
Yeah, which I am funding exclusively right now. You ask me why I work so much? Most of my fucking money goes to the weather, frankly.
And if you want to send more to join the club, we won't complain.
Yeah, don't do that. We'll buy stuff. Because if you make a contribution to the weather, it's not the weather center, it's not a nonprofit. And that creates all kinds of issues. So don't just send money to the weather center.
Yes, D Slush Fund. Dawn Best, sorry I missed the beginning. What is D Club?
Oh boy, watch the replay. I'll make a post. I'll make a
Yes,
post later.
yes.
But Don, basically, you pay $10 a month, or you can pay upfront $100 for the year. That saves you $20. You'll get a sticker, a T-shirt, discounts on Coxswag, and some access to some things. It's just a way to support the weather and help me grow the weather and, frankly, help me not work so goddamn much.
Well, work on the fun stuff.
So if 1,000 of you would join the club, I could take off this year.
Well, that would support the weather in a very, very big way. That makes
Yeah, it
things like
matters.
space attainable.
Michelle, Bean, it's so weird seeing your name, by the way. Bean, it's very weird seeing your name because I'm not used to seeing your name. I shit you not. About a year ago, I tried to start at the Weather OnlyFans, except there's some kind of like technical thing you've got to like prove something, and I thought I had done that, but I guess I didn't. I'll work on that when this live is over. I'm gonna try and get the OnlyFans, the Weather OnlyFans, up and going because I
All
have
the
plans for that.
all the
It's going to be
clout porn
hilarious.
you can get.
Cloud porn, cock porn, you name it.
So, what do we
I
think?
don't.
Should we wrap this up here?
One day I need to see you guys get a plane. Listen, if I had a fucking plane, we'd be in Colorado right now. No shit. If I had a fucking plane, we'd be in Colorado right now.
Yes, Joseph Mead. Deplane, boss, deplane.
Uh, I guess we'll end it tomorrow morning. I'll end about 12 hours. A little bit about 12 minutes from 12 minutes and 12 hours from now. I will see you for what you can expect live tomorrow morning. Happy New Year to all of you. Thanks for all of your support in 2021. I hope you support it in 2022. I hope you have liked the new things happening at the weather in 2021, some of the growth in 2021. I really, honest to God, want 2022 to be the year of the big blue cock. Like, I want to do a lot of shit with the weather and the weather cares this year. And again, we've done a lot of things this year, especially the latter half of the year, because they just stopped talking about it and just decided to fucking just go for it and do it. I'm going to do that in 2022. I'm going to need some help, some support, but I'm going to fucking go for it. I do have some contingencies on ways I can make some things happen. I won't make those public now, and I may never make them public. But I got a plan. I got a plan. It's probably a really horrible plan, bad idea, but I'm full of bad ideas. The weather's a bad idea, but look at it. 13 years later. Bean, by the way. Is Amy Sinati still here? Michael Kern, Happy New Year, and I love you and Rhonda. Anybody? Amy Sinati still here? She is. No, she's not. Oh, anyway. I have to check. Is anyone able to look at the weather Facebook page and see exactly when it started? Can anybody see the date on that? Do you know what I'm talking about? I can't. Oh, maybe I can. Wait. No, I can't. If you go to the weather Facebook page, look at the header, right? Maybe in the about section, I think it tells you when it was started. Chris, do you see that?
I am looking at it now, and it's not in the about.
Hmm. I want to say it was January 19th, I think. March 19th? Fuck, I don't remember when exactly it was.
Well, remember, you sort of have you have that split
Had
because
the
there
what?
was the old page,
No, but the weather. No, the weather.
the
Um,
weather center page. There was the
yeah, but
old weather service or whatever it was.
yeah, but the March. Thank you, Amy. March. It was March. March 19th, 20. March
2018.
19th, 2009, actually. But this page started March 19th, 2018. So we've been on this page for 4 years now. Going on 4 years. February 13th and March 19th. I think Bean, if you're still here, I don't know if Bean is still here or not. Perhaps the weather can celebrate our, what did I say, 13 years?
Hmm.
Yes. Maybe the weather can celebrate its 13th anniversary along with 10th Gate's first anniversary. Maybe we can have a together thing, and maybe we can do something together. I don't even give a fuck. Even if you don't give a shit about that, I'm showing up to crash your 1 year anniversary party. So brace yourself. I follow you on Instagram. I know who you'll be. All right, that's it. I'm going to shut up now. 12 hours, 8 minutes from now, I will see you tomorrow morning for what you can expect live. Hint: it's going to be mild when you hear me because it's not going to get very cold tonight at all. In fact, temps are not really going to drop at all tonight. They'll tick up a little bit tomorrow, and then it's going to get cold as fuck tomorrow night. And Monday is going to be, might not get up a freezing on Monday. Last a few days ago, I told you I think the next chance for us to see snow is probably like Friday-ish, late Thursday, Friday-ish. I stand by that. So if you're looking for snow, probably like Friday-ish, probably Thursday night into Friday through the day. Friday-ish is the chance for that. That window. We'll know more as we get closer. Maybe be something Peter has to look at only. What? I feel like that's Yoda talk. Michelle, not a stalker. I think a stalker like hides in the shadows and doesn't let you know. And does a stalker touch? Hey, Ron the Current. Hi, how are you? It was 80 there today. Yes, it was in North Carolina. That's fantastic. I should be in North Carolina right now fishing in the saltwater. But I won't be, and I'm going to shut up now because I've already said I'm going to stop this like 3 times, and I'm actually going to stop it now. So in 12 hours and 6 minutes, I will see you for what you can expect live right here on the Weather Center Facebook page. I love you all. Ladies, I love you a little bit more. Michelle, Rhonda, Bean, Eskimo women, I love you the most. See you tomorrow morning. Happy New Year.